What is going on, everybody? You know what it is. You know the vibes. It's your boy XX Campus 395. We're back with a fight reaction video. We have Justin Gaethje versus Rafael Fiziev. If I'm saying his name right, I apologize if I'm saying it wrong. And we're going to be going over a little bit of the Alex Pereira Ankalaev fight. I think that just the start of the Gaethje fight, to start off, just showed a lot of athleticism. I'm not gonna lie, they went tumbling over each other. Really showed good takedown defense from both of them at the beginning, in my opinion, and it was pretty insane. Rafael ended up getting Gaethje into a headlock, it seemed, with his legs in the first round, and had his head pretty locked up, and it was wild, I'm not going to lie. I think he probably could have won the fight in the first round had he focused more on the choke, had he focused more on what he had available to him. Instead, he chose to punch Justin Gaethje in the side. He punched him in the butt. Really did make any fucking sense to me. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I don't know why he did that. And yeah, I think Rafael Fiziev could have won the fight in the first round. However, Justin Gaethje ended up getting out of the headlock, if you will, and it became, I'd say, mostly a stand-up fight. And that's where Gaethje really excelled during the fight. I think he had a superior stand-up game. And honestly, that was probably the most entertaining fight for me of the night. It was a good fight. I think that yeah, I'd say that was probably the most entertaining fight, to be honest with you. Found a lot of decent takeaways from it. I think Gaethje will not retire after this fight because he won, and I know you said this fight was like more of a make or break for him, but he proved himself tonight. Maybe he'll stay around for another fight or two, and it was definitely solid to bounce back after getting knocked out by Max Holloway. I for sure thought Gaethje was going to lose. I don't really know too much about his opponent, if I'm being completely honest, but that headlock at the beginning, I thought Gaethje's opponent was gonna have it. I thought he was gonna have the upper hand. And yeah, honestly, it was a good fight though. Hopefully he'll stay around, catch a few more fights, and get some more money. Now, as for the Pereira fight, that was super lackluster in action, I'm not gonna lie. I scored the fight 3-2 Ankalaev, and I think two of the three judges had it scored 3-2, and the last judge had it scored 4-1 Ankalaev, which honestly you could make the case for, but I think it was 3-2. I think that for the most part Pereira just got dominated. He was forced to back up a majority of the fight, forced onto his back foot, and he was just getting way too much pressure to him. And I think that exposed a little bit of his game plan, to be honest. I have been a firm believer the past few months that Pereira would outstrike pretty much anybody, but if he versed a grappler, then he would be in trouble. But it's interesting to see that Ankalaev didn't really have to score any takedowns per se to really win the fight. He just had to put a lot of pressure and keep Pereira on his back foot. The body kicks Ankalaev was throwing, one of them literally launched Pereira back like 5-10 feet. It was insane. During the walkout, I for sure thought Pereira would have had it. He looked a little nervous, in my opinion, looked a little different than he normally has. I don't know. I think something was up. We'll see. But yeah, like I said, the amount of pressure that Ankalaev was putting on Pereira was insane. Just kept coming forward, and Pereira, I would say for sure won the first round, but after that, Ankalaev started, you know, not letting Pereira walk towards him and started putting the pressure on him, forcing him onto his back foot, and really just started getting the better shots. He actually wobbled Pereira a few times, and that was really, really, really interesting to see. I thought it was crazy, to be honest with you. I didn't see Pereira losing, although I have been wanting to see him defeated. The fight tonight was not fulfilling. There just wasn't enough action from Pereira's side. It was, to be honest, in my opinion, a little bit of a one-sided fight. Pereira, I think his main game plan was to throw the leg kicks, try and hurt the right leg of Ankalaev, and he just kept coming forward. Ankalaev just kept coming forward, and the game plan totally went out the window. I mean, Pereira still kept doing it for 4 rounds. I don't know why. He should have been letting his hands go, but I mean, when you look into the defense, if you will, or the strategic offense, whenever Pereira was about to come forward, I think Joe Rogan said it best that Ankalaev was making Pereira hesitate in his punches and his throws, kind of a little bit in his kicks, but mostly in his punches to the point where he was hesitating and he couldn't really get those off. And it was crazy, to be honest with you, to see Pereira look like that. He definitely got demolished, in my opinion. Like I said, on one of the rounds, he went flying from a body kick straight to the abdomen, straight to the stomach, chest area, and it was wild. I'm not gonna lie. After that, after like about 3 rounds, I'd say round probably like 3 and 4, round 3 and 4, I would say that Ankalaev kind of caught on and was just forcing Pereira into his, weakness. In my opinion, he was forcing him up. He was forcing him up against the cage, and Pereira wasn't really doing much. I mean, he was defending well. He didn't get taken down or slammed or anything, but he did eat some shots while he was up against the cage, and that just wasn't a good look, to be honest with you. I think that there was like a lot of time spent doing that over a few rounds, and Pereira ultimately paid the price for, I don't even want to say like having like bad defense on that, but like he just like couldn't get out of it. I mean, maybe that is bad defense, but he could not get out of it, and that might have cost him the fight right there. But it was interesting to see Pereira put on the back foot, and not really be able to do much. He was hesitating. And then the 5th round, he actually caught a little bit of fire and was doing a little bit good. I think his coaches were giving him the right advice, telling him to not really stay in front of Ankalaev and let him get those shots off. So later in the fight, you'll end up seeing Pereira move around a little bit more, which was smart, honestly. Never want to stand in front of, a Dagestanian. But it was really interesting. I think ultimately my prediction was right for sure for Ankalaev. I wanted to see them give Pereira a grappler for his next fight, but maybe they don't need to do that now. Ankalaev now has the belt, which is crazy. And it's just wild, man. It's wild. You can see in the end the judges saw it 49, 46, 48, 47, and 48, 47 for Ankalaev. It's insane, bro. It's insane that he won.
Really good round from the challenger.
This was boom. Got rocked, bro. It's insane. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I do think it's kind of crazy that Ankalaev has Pereira's 5 years older than Ankalaev. I feel like 37's pretty old to be like a UFC fighter, but like maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure, but I just thought it was insane. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought it was insane. Let's see. The Jalen Turner fight was insane too. Can go over that a little bit. I think Bahamondes. Sorry, I know I'm probably butchering that. He had a crazy fight too. I think he was winning the stand-up game over Jalen Turner. Cracked him a few times, and then Jalen Turner, I'm pretty sure, took him down to no avail because he got put into a triangle choke with, you know, his opponent's legs, which was insane. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, tonight was an interesting night. Probably gonna keep this super short. The fights ended up running a little bit late, so usually I just go live like the next day and talk about it, but I figured I wanted to at least get something out for you guys because I haven't posted in a little bit. So definitely an interesting night for sure. And yeah, honestly, that's all I really got. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys soon.